Welcome to Chain Reaction by Capital Copilot, your daily dose of the latest in cryptocurrency news, market insights, and blockchain trends. Let's get started. Bitcoin is holding steady around $70,598, while Ethereum trades at $2,148. Markets are navigating a complex environment with Federal Reserve policy on hold and institutional capital rotating into stablecoins. A Los Angeles rideshare driver faces federal charges after allegedly using over $2 million in fraudulent COVID-19 relief loans to purchase cryptocurrency. Bruce Choi was arrested at San Francisco International Airport on wire fraud and money laundering charges. Prosecutors say he submitted false loan applications, then wired proceeds to Kraken to buy digital assets. Authorities seized nearly 40 Bitcoin. BTQ Technologies deployed the first quantum-resistant Bitcoin implementation on testnet. The company released Bitcoin Improvement Proposal 360, enabling developers to test transactions that reduce public key exposure. However, BTQ created a separate blockchain rather than upgrading the existing network, with roughly 35% of Bitcoin's supply potentially vulnerable to quantum attacks. Crypto.com announced a 12% workforce reduction, cutting approximately 180 employees as it integrates artificial intelligence. CEO Chris Marszalek emphasized companies failing to adopt AI will fall behind. This follows the exchange's $70 million acquisition of AI.com. Capital is shifting from Bitcoin into stablecoins as markets react to Federal Reserve signals. Bitcoin dropped from nearly $76,000 to below $70,000, with dominance falling to 58.7%. USDT's market share rose to 7.76% and USDC to 3.35%. Venus Protocol's governance token dropped 9% following an exploit that left $2.15 million in bad debt. An attacker accumulated the tokens over 9 months, donated over $36 million to inflate the exchange rate, then borrowed assets using inflated collateral. Venus paused. The operations and tightened risk rules. OpNet launched on Bitcoin's mainnet, enabling decentralized finance applications directly on Bitcoin without bridges. The protocol embeds smart contract data into standard Bitcoin transactions. Initial products include MotoSwap for swapping tokens and staking contracts. Major League Baseball signed a memorandum of understanding with the CFTC and named Polymarket as its exclusive prediction market partner. This marks the first formal information sharing arrangement between the federal derivatives regulator and a professional sports league. Morgan Stanley filed documentation for a spot Bitcoin ETF under ticker MSBT with $1 million in seed capital. Coinbase will serve as custodian. If approved, Morgan Stanley would become the first major US bank to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. BlackRock's iShares staked Ethereum trust accumulated $254 million in its first week on Nasdaq. The fund stakes 70 to 95% of holdings and distributes 82% of staking rewards monthly. That's a wrap for today's edition of Chain Reaction by Capital Copilot. We hope you're feeling more informed and ready to navigate the cryptoverse. Until next time, keep your digital wallets ready.